8 games into the Premier League season, Arsenal and Tottenham are both joint top at the Premier League table. Both played 8 games, like I just said. Both won 6 and drawn 2, lost 0. Tottenham are above by goal difference. Um, if you've been listening to the pod, you've known that I've said for like at least 2 years now that Arsenal are in need of a striker. Um, if you want to win a Premier League, Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah ain't gonna do this. I'm not gonna go on my Eddie Nketiah rant. I'm not gonna bore you with my Eddie Nketiah rant. If you follow the podcast, you already know how I feel about that. Again, it's nothing personal. I just don't think he's a top tier guy that's gonna help you win the Premier League. I think he's a third tier striker. If I'm being, you know what? I am gonna do it. I am gonna do it. This is nothing personal because I feel like people think like Arsenal fans make it a personal attack on Nketiah. It's not a personal attack. I don't know the guy. He's my fellow countryman. I wish him all the best. I hope he gets all the money. I just don't think if you're trying to win a Premier League, he can be your second choice striker. I think he's good enough to be third choice striker, but not second choice striker. If I'm being, because I don't see him being able to score 15 goals in a Premier League season. I just don't see it. Like we've seen it throughout the games. Like with Eddie Nketiah, he's an in-the-box striker. And there's nothing wrong with in-the-box strikers if you have wingers that are looking to be pass-first wingers. But not that we don't have pass-first wingers, but we have wingers that they're looking to cut in, they're looking to score the ball. Do you know what I mean? Like, with the side of play that Arsenal play, I just don't think you can with an Eddie Nketiah type of striker. And Gabriel Jesus as well. I don't even think Gabriel Jesus is a top tier striker. Like, I think he can get you anywhere between 12 to 15 goals in the Premier League. But you got to think, if you're trying to compete with Manchester City, they got a guy that's scoring 30 plus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Saka's already had injury problems already. Martinelli's had some injury problems already. Like, I just think we're weak up top. That's my only fault of Arsenal. Like, defensively, I think we're sound. Midfield, I couldn't be more happier with. Do you know what I'm saying? We've still got guys to come back full health, like Emma Smith Rowe. But I just think Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus are not the guys that are gonna help you win a Premier League title. Victor Osimhen's out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We all know that he's not currently happy with Napoli. Now, whether they let him go or not, I'm not too sure. I think in the January transfer window have a year and a half left on his deal. Whether we could snag him, I know it'd be expensive, but I truly believe that's the guy. That is a guy. And I've been saying this ever since we started the podcast, going on 3 years now. Ivan Toney, potentially, how much would that cost? I'm not too sure. But again, me personally, I would just prefer a striker that, runs behind defenders. So I think Victor Osimhen would be the perfect striker, to be completely honest. Like, he's an aerial threat. He can keep the ball. He holds the ball up. He can score outside the box, inside the box. He takes players on. Just the type of striker that I think that can create something out of nothing. So I would love a Victor Osimhen to come to Arsenal.